Yeah, hello everyone. Hope everyone is having a weekend. So this session is mainly to explain some of the changes which we made on this weekend. So I understand, right? Sometimes we make mistakes of going against the trend. If market is going up, sometimes we may take longer. If market is, we all make that mistake, right? It is sometimes even I do make that mistake. So one major change which we made to the price pulse is we added this table which shows what is the momentum, right? Momentum means how the market is going up or going down. That is right. Already you know about momentum, money flow, trend strength, volatility. So basically, if for example, let us take something like UVIX. If there is a lot of volatility, right? If you see momentum is very bullish, right? Green represents bullish, red represents bearish. Mainly your focus is first three columns. So in first three columns, if you see majority of it is green color, then you will target to go long, right? That means only you have to look for the buy signals, right? Whether you may use price pulse, you may use top trend, you may use T3, you may use T33, you may use P8, whatever it is. Whenever this table tells you that the trend is looking bullish in most of the time frames, then our focus should be going long. Or let us take an example like SYXL.
Sure, I had a question once you're done.
Yeah, just a minute. So if the majority of these three columns are looking red, right? Momentum, money flow, trend. So don't get confused with these two, right? If trend strength is green, that means bears are very strong, right? It doesn't mean that the trend is bullish. So trend is bearish and it is strength is also very strong, right? If it is about 25, 30, that means the bears are very strong. That the trend may continue for long time. If it is below 20, right? For example, 17.3. Let us say 1 minute also it will be 10. This is also 10. This is also 10. That means the strength of bears is very less. Suddenly it may shift to bullish. So one thing you need to remember is whenever you want to take future trades, stocks, options, whatever it is, always look at the first three columns. If the first three columns are mainly red, you focus on only sell signals. Whenever you get a sell signal, you buy the puts. Whenever you get a sell signal, you short ES, NQ, right, RTY, YM. But if for example, let us go to gold, right? If you see gold, right? Mainly, right, most of these are green. So if you see something is mix of green and red, right? If majority 70%, 75% is green, then bullish. 75% of these three columns are red, mainly it is bearish. Or you see combination of green and red, then you can even avoid the ticker, right? Because we have 30, 40 different tickers. You don't need to only look at something which is, for example, you may go to copper. Then if you see some ticker which is mainly red, right? 5 minutes is red, 15 minutes is red, 1 hour is red, daily is red. Then only look for the sell signals. Whenever you get a sell or whenever your T5 becomes red, you can keep shorting it. Even if you get a buy, that might go only for a little bit of time, right? Your buy may not be suddenly you take a buy, you buy a call, suddenly it starts dropping, and we'll hold it thinking that it may go up. Suddenly it drops more and more, hit the stop loss. So your first point is always look your momentum, money flow, trend. If majority of that is red, then focus only on the sell signals. If majority of these are green, focus on the buy signals. Your trend strength, volatility, right? Trend strength is always supports the trend. If the trend is bearish and strength is green, that means the bears are very strong. If the trend is bullish, trend strength is green, that means bulls are very strong. If trend is bearish but trend strength is also red, that means suddenly it can shift from bearish to bullish or bullish to bearish. So this so volatility, if volatility is red, that means it is moving so fast up and down. So when it is moving so fast, you may not be able to get a proper market orders. Suddenly it may go up, go down. You may not be able to book the profits on time. So if you are trading in 1 hour daily, the volatility is so high. So you should not trade. If the volatility is green, that means it is okay to take the trades. So any questions on this table as of now? Anyone? So price pulse is our number one indicator. So when you use price pulse, this will tell you whatever, if you are trading Nvidia, you're trading Tesla, you're trading Apple, whatever it is, when you switch it on, immediately you will understand, okay, is the trend bullish, is the trend bearish by looking at the table. If the trend is looking bearish, then you will only look for the puts. Right? For example, you got a buy, but your table may be looking very much red, right? You got a price pulse buy, price went up, but you see only two candles it went up, but immediately it started dropping throughout the day, right? Here also it went little bit up, but another 10 candles it went down. So like that, whatever you want to trade when you start. So if you want to do scalping or day trading, minimum you need to look for 1 5 15. If 1 5 15 are red, then only look for sell signals. If 1 5 15 are green, only look for buy signals. If everything is red, then confidently you 100%, right? Even for your day trading, swing trading, for your personal accounts, right? For prop firm trading, mainly we are concerned about these three rows, first three rows. That means you look 1 5 15. If 1 5 15 are red, then focus only for the shorts, right? No longs. Even though we might be at a discount zone, it may go a little bit till equilibrium and suddenly drop again. So if you focus on when 1 5 15 are red, only sell trades for your prop firm trading. If 1 5 15 are green, only long trades for the prop firm trading. If you are trading in personal accounts where you want to hold positions for 1 day, 2 day, 3 days, you want to get the option contracts for next week, then everything should be green or everything should be red. If everything is red, then best is you buy the puts. If everything is green, right, again, forget about these two are only to complement the trend and complement the other things, right? You are looking at momentum, money flow, trend. If all these three are looking completely red, then even for your personal account also you can hold for 2 3 days, right? If so we shorted NQ, then we held it, you would have made huge gains. Or you if we shorted ES or we went long on gold. So this entire table is mainly for your personal accounts. Your 1 minute, 5 minute, 15 minute is for your prop firm trading, mainly for prop firm. If those three are looking red, whenever you want to take the trades, the first thing you do is watch the table. By watching the table, you understand that, okay, this one, this one, this one, these three rows, these first three columns, first three rows are mainly looking red, right? 80% of them are looking red. So, okay, I'll only take the sell signals. Whenever I get the buy also, I'll not take it. Whenever I see my T5 becoming red, price pulse becoming red, you can confidently open the sell trades. You can make nice profits. So here, suddenly you got a green candle. Suddenly, right, it came down. In one candle, again, it started dropping. Right. So that's where this table will help you. If the strength is right about 30s, that means it is the bears will continue for next 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours without worry. You can confidently hold. The strength is very much with the bearish. Right. I hope everyone is clear. Yeah, I'm recording this session. But right, this is very important table. One is momentum, like it is RSI. Your money flow is like what the big companies are doing. the trend, what is the overall trend based on multiple moving averages and other things. Like that, it all these different rows are like each one is like one indicator, right? This indicator is telling it will go down. This indicator is telling it will go down. This indicator is telling it will go down. This indicator is telling whatever is the trend. These, right? The bears are very, very strong. Here it is telling volatility is not so high. It is okay. You can take the trades for 5 minutes, 1 minute, 15 minutes. It is okay. But in daily, generally Apple may not move 7 points up or 7 points down. But it is telling that now the volatility is so much that it is going down 7, 8 points. One day it is dropping 7 points, 8 points down. So the volatility is high. But right again, first three rows, first three columns are most important for your prop firm trading. For your personal account trading, first three rows, if they are green, good for long. If they are red, good for shorts. If you, that means if we are on the right side of the trend, most of the time, you will make profits either buying stocks, buying options, buying futures, whatever it is. We are looking at the trend, right? For personal accounts, you watch the entire one. For your prop firm trading, you mainly watch the first three and first three rows, first three columns. They will give you the high level trend. So that is the one major change. And if you go to 5 minute or 15 minute or 1 hour, your values will stay the same. That means it will show that okay, 1 minute this is the trend, this is the RSI, this is the right, this is the money flow. So these values will not change whether you go to 30 minutes or 1 hour. These values stay in the same direction. So that will tell you, right, whether you are doing a swing trade, you are doing a long term trade, you are doing a 1 minute trade or 3 minutes trade. This will give you a direction whether you should take long trades or you should take short trades.
Kishore, I have a question. It's a good time to ask now.
Yeah, please go ahead. On this table, if you have any question, let me know. Yeah.
Yes. So, Kishore, with this table, let's say all are 1, 5, 15 are beers. Now, do I need to look at the parent? Let's say I'm trading in 1 and 5 minutes. Do I need to look at the parent, which is 5 minutes? What does a T5 look like? And how much is the gap between red and
No,
white?
if you are watching this, then you don't need to because this table itself is like you are looking at multiple charts.
Okay.
So
And Kishore, can there be a possibility that if let's say my parent or 5, 15, whatever, T5 and white line, let's say a gap is more than 20, 30, whatever you say is the better number. It's a wide gap. So then the block shows highly dark. If it's very less and can anytime overlap and go to a green side, it shows light red. What?
I didn't get that, but
Yeah, Kishore, I was saying let's say T5, let's say 5 minutes T5, the gap between red line and the white line, if it's a huge gap, the gap is wide, which shows very much highly bearish. So then let's say the red block, let's say in parent 5 minutes, it shows highly dark. But if the gap is let's say 1 or 2, which can anytime change, it shows light red. That way we don't have to open a parent chart. We look at this chart only and come to know that it can change anytime. It's light, it's red, it's bearish, but light red because there's a less gap between red and white. But if there's a huge gap between red and white, it's a highly dark.
again, there, right, that creates a lot of confusion and also, so again, right, we don't need to just depend on one T5 indicator. So this
Okay.
is like where you have five different indicators, right? Just by looking at this table, you can be on the right side of the direction most of the time. If you see this one, 1, 5, 15, 1 hour daily, everything is red.
Right, right.
Then you don't need to go to 1 minute chart, 5 minute chart, 1 hour chart, daily chart. It is this table is like you are looking in five different charts at the same time. So by
So when
looking
I
at this,
So when I start my day, I should never look at 1 hour and 5 minutes, 45 minutes. Just look at this 1 minute and the chart.
right, look at the table, and then yeah, you will understand that okay, I see that it is overall bearish, right? I see the strength is good. for the trend. So now your focus is take the trades in the direction, right? So
Okay.
that is the first step. Number one, whenever you want to take ES trades and QGC, whatever it is, our step number one is first come and see the table. If the table is looking very red or very green, that is a perfect ticker, perfect opportunity for us. If it is looking one, two columns are looking green, one, two columns are looking red, or this one is red, this one is green, something like that, then it is better you avoid the ticker. You go to some other, right? Okay, instead of ES, that means it might be choppy on the day. Then I can go to GC or YM or some other ticker where I can, well, definitely there will be two or three tickers, four tickers where you will see a proper either a bearish trend or a bullish trend. We want to just focus on that. So just if I go to YM or you go to crude oil or you go to copper, you can write within 1 2 minutes, you know that okay, this is the ticker which I want to focus today. This is the ticker which is looking very bearish, or this is the ticker which is looking very bullish. Like that, you can just focus on that one ticker which can right. For example, if I see SQQ or UVXI or YANG or something, then the table will give us that okay, this is mainly looking this, most of it, right? 80% of this three columns, right? Out of you have total 15 blocks, 15 square, 15 rectangles here. Out of 15, 13 of them are green. That means nearly 90% it is telling it is green. That means okay, my focus is only to go for calls. So whenever I get a buy signal with T3, T33, whatever it is, I only buy calls. I buy the stock, I go long on that. So the trend is bullish. Strength is also mostly green. That means these bulls are very, very strong. They can keep on buying for more and more time. These big companies are buying more and more. So so this is our step one where we can determine that this is the trend for my ticker, whether it is a stock ticker, futures ticker, currencies, crypto, whatever it is. By looking at the table, you know the high level trend. The second step, right? So I
Kishore,
already, yeah.
sorry, one quick question only. I mean, when we look at this table, right?
Right.
If everything is like more than out of 15, let's say two are red and everything is green, that means it's a bullish, right? But
Right.
what's the significance of numbers like 51, 59.6 and those things? Do we need to even look at those numbers, or just color is we can go ahead with the color like a red or
Yeah,
green?
just a color is good.
Color is good.
So
Okay.
for the first three columns, color is good. For the trend strength, if it is above 30, that means it is very, very good. That means
About
that
30.
strength,
Okay.
that ticker will continue to go up and up for longer time.
So above 30 means, let's say everything is green, that means bullish. About if it is above 30, that the trend strength, that is good for bullish, right?
Generally,
Uh,
if it is above 20, it will be green. But
okay.
if it is below 20, it will be red. But if it is above 30, that means that trend will continue for a lot of time.
Okay.
That means that bulls are very, very strong.
Thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, mainly, right, we don't need to worry too much about the numbers just by looking at the color. If the majority of this, especially first three columns, is green, then our focus is buying. If the majority of these three columns is red, our focus should be only taking the sell signals. So again, these two are complementary for, okay, if trend is green and this is also green, that is very good. If trend is red and this is green, that is good. So don't confuse that. Oh, trend should be red and this also should be red. Strength is always supporting to the trend. That means if trend is red, strength is green, that is a good, that means bears are very strong. Right? I hope everyone is clear with that.
The time frame 15 minutes or any time?
Generally, as I told you, if you're trading on the prop firms, 1 5 15 is enough. If you are trading on your personal accounts, then if all the you will look at everything. So higher time frames always carry more and more strength, right? If 1 minute is red but everything is green, that means it is very good signal, right? Because 1 minute suddenly 1 2 minutes it may go down, suddenly it may start going up. So for only for that time frame it might be red, but suddenly it may start going up. So that's why generally whenever you want to take trades and prop firms, we will focus on 1, 5, 15. If 1, 5, 15 are first three columns, first three rows, or these three columns, and this combination is mainly green, you will focus only on buying stocks, buying option calls, buying. So if the strength is also good, you can buy the calls. If the strength is between 20 to 30 or between 15 to 25 something, then you can do bull puts. If the strength is above 30, you can buy calls and you can make a lot of money. So yeah, basically step number one, whenever you want to take any trades, look at the table, identify what is the trend, and then okay, you see that oh, this is green, this is green, this is okay. Mainly 90% of it is green, so I'll only focus uh, on long positions. Then the second thing, right? The major other change which we did is we added this auto trend line. Right? Auto trend line means automatically, right? There are two types of support and resistance in stock market. One is you have horizontal support, right? This is like a support, this is like a support. Then there are this vertical or slanting support, which are called as trend lines. So this trend line, so price will not just go up and come down, right? It will go up and then it will come down. So it moves in like a slanting. So you have this trend line, which is auto trend line. It automatically draws the trend line. That means price comes to the bottom, goes to the top. Again comes to the bottom, again goes to the top. Again comes like that. If it is bullish, it may come to the price pulse line, go up. Come to the price pulse line, go up. Come to the, or if it is bearish, sometimes it will go all the way to the bottom, go to the price pulse line, come down. Go to the price pulse line, come down. So price pulse line is like an intermediate phase. So if it
Is
is staying at,
channel, Krishna? Is it like a channel?
sorry.
Is it like a channel?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is more like a channel, right? Yeah, it is like a channel. This is like a channel bottom. This is like a channel top. So this is also called as a trend line support. This is called trend line resistance. So if something is bullish, right? For example, when you go here, you see table is bullish. Then your focus should be whenever it comes touch this trend line support or the price pulse support. That is where you want to go long. So don't go long when it is at the trend line resistance. Wait for the price to come back. It will always go up, come back, go up, come back. Let us go and check ES. Right, overall ES is in bearish trend. So if you see ES, you can see this is like our trend line resistance. So it came to the support, went up. Again, trend line touches the trend line resistance. Right, at the news event, suddenly it moved up, touched the resistance, came down. Again went up, again came all the way down. So it will just keep, right. You can watch in whichever time frame. So we generally use 5 minutes. So let us watch in 5 minutes. So for example, at 12:15, it came all the way, touched the trend line support. It went all the way to the top. Again, it touched the trend line resistance. Generally, at the trend line resistance, you will see some sell order block. You can do SPX bear call spread. Whenever it goes, touch it to the top, you do SPX bear calls. Again, it came all the way to the bottom. Now you can do bull put spread or you can buy calls. It went all the right. Again, if you don't want to take risk, even don't do right. Now you first step is, oh, you went and saw the table. Oh, it is bearish. That means mainly we want to take the sell signals. So don't even worry about bull put spread. But it went all the way, touch the trend line resistance. Now we know that overall trend is bearish. And if it is going to the top and then candle color, right? Mainly here it is all bullish green candles. There were some small red candles, but when it went to the top, suddenly it started turning to red. Then you can see big red candles. You see a red candle, immediately you buy SPX puts, SPY puts, SPX bear calls, or you do ES short. Then it came all the way down, touched the trend line support. And again, it went little bit up. So again, whenever it goes here, we can do a short. So because the trend is bearish, we want price to go close to this resistance. And then if you take a short, you are 100% sure that it will come down. you can confidently hold the trade until it comes to the trend line support. Again, it may go up, but we don't want to take the trades when it is trend is bearish. We want to focus only on the sell side, right? It may come here, go up, but sometimes it may not even go all the way till the top. It may go till this price pulse red line and start dropping. Again, it will try to go up, price pulse red line, right? This is your major resistance. Your price pulse line is the second resistance. So sometimes price may only go till that point and then drop. Again go up, drop. But if it goes here, then definitely it will drop. So this is your strong resistance. If it goes here, you can confidently take the SPX puts or bear call spreads, then definitely it will drop.
And
So
Kishore, this band, this channel band, can this widen up, or it'll always remain in this shape only?
it will remain in this shape. Now, again, right, as the price is moving, yeah, it will change based on how the price is moving. But
So
generally,
some
yeah, it will stay like this, right? 85% of the time, your trend line will stay like this. But sometimes price can, right? Suddenly there is some good news. Suddenly price can break out. So that's why you wait until price, right? Here you will see some green candles. When it touches it, suddenly you will see red candles, right? If the price is going here and you see that trend is changing from bullish to bearish, that is where you enter the signal. Or sometimes suddenly there is a good news. It may break this, and then your auto this right trend line resistance might go a little bit up. But most of the time, if the trend is bearish, it will go either it will touch that price pulse and start dropping, or it will go here and then start dropping. So same thing, if you observe here, you already right in the T55, you already have the same concept. So if you see here, this is the trend line resistance. This is the trend line support. Price went and touched that. So here you can see that, right? You just see both the candidates. Here it came all the way to the bottom, right? Red candle, red candle, red candle, red candle. Then it came to the bottom. Here it came to the bottom. It touched the trend line support. Then it started moving up, right? It went up. Then small pullbacks again went up. It went all the way to the top, touched the trend line resistance. Then again it started dropping, right? Again it started dropping. So both the charts are right. Your T55 and now price pulse with this auto trend line resistance support. Only thing is here sometimes you may get confused to know whether are we at a trend line resistance or not. So here it came all the way to the bottom, right? Here it came all the way to the bottom. Then here you can see it is going up, going up. Here also you can see it is going up. So this chart and this chart, here it is on the same chart, so it is more easy for you to understand, okay, where it can start dropping again. Here, right, it is in a different pane, but if it, so here the advantage is, here you see some, right, it came to the bottom, you see some consolidation. Suddenly there is a breakout, it went all the way up. Suddenly it went all the way to the top. If it goes to the top, then definitely if the trend is bearish, it will definitely, you can, that's a huge advantage. So here it went to the top, did some consolidation for some time, then definitely it will drop. So all you need is wait for that price to go above the band, above the channel top. That is the best opportunity for you. So again, right, both the charts are same. Only thing is here you have much more, because it is on the same chart, you can easily identify uh, the trend here.
Kishore, I have one question.
Yeah.
Like, if we have Prism all go, right? So at what time do you suggest to uh, trigger those either a 2 minute or a 5 minute one based on this chart you are providing?
If the 9 a.m., if you see the trend is complete, right, mainly your table is looking bearish, you go and put short only.
Short only mode.
Using
Okay. So nine. You are saying 9 CST, right?
right,
9
right. Well,
EST.
first half an hour will be 9 CST. First half an hour
9.
when market opens, there will be too much of volatility. There will be a lot
Okay.
of up and down candles. So better you avoid always manual trading or automation, whatever it is. First half an hour, it is better we avoid. You can make money or you can lose a lot of money because the movement will be so fast.
Yeah,
You
it's
may
yeah.
not you may not catch the right move. You may try to do a market order, suddenly candle will go up. It may fill it at the top, or you may try to book the profit, suddenly the candle will drop. So it's very, very, very fast. So unless yeah, you are lucky, it can go either side. So it's just like an event, right? When you have
Yeah.
events also, suddenly when you do, somebody may make 10,000, somebody may blow their accounts because that 1 2 seconds difference can impact you to make a lot of money or lose money. In the same way, in the first half an hour also, there will be a lot of limit orders which will be getting filled. There will be a lot of buyers, sellers trying to go long, go short. So it is risky. So that's why generally 9 a.m. After 9 a.m. Central is the best time to trade.
So when let's say we put it at 9 a.m. Central, and then we put it a 5 minute time frame, and
Mm.
then like in the in the strategy itself, it says, okay, it's already like there's a short already at like 1950, and then the price is maybe close to less than that, so it won't trigger, right? Is there any way to for us to make it a buy? Is there any option in that prism to make it buy and then continue cycle from the prism from there onwards?
Yeah, you can do that. You have to right click and you can say sync with the algo. Then automatically it will open a short position.
Oh, it should sync with all go. We know the
Mm.
direction is short, and then if we
Right.
click on sync with all go, then it will automatically
Open a
take
short
the
position.
short position, and then it goes from there. And then
Right.
from there it continues, right? Whether it goes up, flips and all, it
Right.
continues from there. Okay, okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. I hope everyone is clear with, right. The first change is the table will give you the direction of the ticker or direction of the instrument, whichever you are trading. Based on that, you only stay with the direction by looking at these three columns. That is the first change. Second change is if the direction is bullish, then wait for price to come somewhere close to the bottom. If it comes to the bottom, if the trend is bullish, that's a huge opportunity. You can make nice profits with the stocks, with options, with futures. Because the trend is bullish, you are buying at the bottom, right? Close to the trend line support. You are buying close to the channel bottom. That's a very, very good opportunity. You can make huge profits. You can wait until it will go all the way to the top, right? Either it will come till the price pulse blue line and go all the way up, right? Or if it comes little, sometimes it may come little bit down and then it may go all the way up if your trend is looking bullish. If your trend is looking bearish, then always you wait for price to go and touch the trend line resistance. Then it will go to the trend line resistance, come all the way right, come all the way down. Or it will go to the price pulse red line, down. Again red line, down. Again red line, down. It will keep dropping, keep going down and down, right? Your channel is completely in a downtrend direction. That means next 2 days also we may see some more downtrend. Maybe that FOMC meeting on Wednesday, they may into some rate cuts or something, right? Because of all this inflation and other things, or yeah, because of all these tariff changes, there might be some good news, and we may see a market reversal on Wednesday. But until that time, step one, look at the table, understand what is the trend. Step number two, okay, now you don't take the long trades. If the trend is bearish, only look for the sell signals. That too, if the sell signals are either should be close to that this resist right trend line resistance or should be close to your price pulse red line. If you get a buy, you avoid the buy because you got just the 1 2 candles. Immediately it start dropping. So it is risky to go long because that the trend may not sustain for long time. Just some buyers try to buy it, suddenly it started, right? Big companies again started dumping it. So always stay, right? If we stay with the trend, we'll make huge profits. If we go against the trend, basically, yeah, we'll have to take a lot of losses. So
Kishore,
if we, yeah,
Kishore,
go ahead.
what point, let's say it's a beer or a bull, what point to enter and what point to exit for one trade?
That's what, right? First you see is direction, right? Now you got your first step is you got the direction. Then second step is whatever is your buy or sell, right? You are using T3, T33, price pulse, T5, T8, whatever is your indicator. That whenever you get, for example, if the trend is bearish, right? Let us say, let me take T33. So if the trend is bearish, whenever I get a sell signal, that is a best opportunity. Or right, I may have a T3. You know, you saw the trend from price pulse. Okay, now you know trend is bearish. So now all you want is ignore the buy signals. Whenever you get a sell, take the sell signal. Again, you got a sell, take the sell signal. Your buy is only short, right? Only for very less candles. Your sell is holding for long. As long as you are below this line, you keep holding the trade. When you see a buy signal, you close your sell and wait for the next sell signal. Again, you'll make nice profits. So if the trend is bullish, you only look for the buy signals. Whenever you get a buy signal, you take the trade, you hold until the candle goes below or until you see a sell. If you get a sell, you just wait. The sell may only stay for 15 minutes, and again you will get a buy. So you can use top trend, you can use price pulse, you can use T3, you can use T33, you can use T8, whatever it is, right? For example, I have T8. T8 will give much more advanced signals. So if the trend is bearish, I'll wait for the sell signal. I got a sell signal. I got a sell signal. I got a sell signal. If I get a buy, I'll just avoid the buy signal, right? It just went up, and again, you got a huge sell. Again, you got a buy, but just for 2, 3 candles, it went up. Again, it dropped. So whenever you are close to a resistance, you take a short. Whenever you are close to a support, you ignore the buy. So your buy and sell can be anything. It can be T8, it can be T3, it can be T33, it can be top trend, it can be anything. But your price pulse is giving you a direction, giving you a trend. You understand what is the trend, and then this also price pulse also tells you where price can uh, right from which point to which point it can go up, go down with the help of trend line support, trend line resistance. One is you can use that trend line support and resistance, especially if it is bearish. You wait for price to go touch the resistance, and suddenly your candle will change the color. So it went green, 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 green. Suddenly it became red. Touched the resistance, it became red. You take the short. You wait until you see a green candle. It came all the way to the bottom. Again, it started going up. But because the trend is red, better because sometimes it may go only until here and then drop. Sometimes it may go till the support and drop. So better you avoid the buy signal. And again, it started, right? It went to the top, again started dropping. again you take a shot at the trend line resistance. Again, it will come all the way down. Again, you ignore, right? It came to the support trying to go up, but sometimes it may go all the way here, or sometimes it may go till here and again drop. So better you ignore. If it starts dropping, we can take a shot, or if it goes here, that is the best opportunity. Or right, this is resistance, this is resistance, this is resistance, trend line is resistance. So all you need is waiting for those. If the trend is bearish, you wait for the resistance points to short. If the trend is bullish, you wait for bottom. If trend is bearish, you wait for the top, or you wait for the sell
Kishore,
signal. Yeah.
here, no. Can you scroll a little to the right, please? Here,
Right.
sorry, to the slide to the left, sir. Yeah. Here, no. Please stop there. Yeah, the top. I want to say here it says red, right? So buy. It touched the top in the price pulse, and in the T5, can you scroll slightly to the right? Yeah, I want to see the entire drop. To the right side. Yeah. Here, if I buy it here, you see 4 candles yellow, that means buy, and then 2 blue. That time should I sell or should I wait for much more low till it touches in T55 bottom line?
No. Here, right, this is like your resistance. So just
Right,
like,
sir.
right, this.
I bought the short. Four
Okay, you bought
candles
the
it is
short.
good. Yeah, 4 candles it is good. Then it become green. Should I
Right.
immediately sell it or should I wait till the candle hit the T55 bottom line, like the
Generally,
next
if the
third candle?
trend is bearish, it is better we wait until right. Generally, if the trend is bearish, it will go till the bottom.
Okay. So
If the
even if
trend
it
is
is green in the
bullish,
middle, just hold it.
right, they are just pullback candles, right? It just to try
Okay.
to go up and again drop. So as I told always, right, it will never go all the way down in one direction. It will go down, try to go up and again down. So it is just a small pullback, try to go close to the T5 line, and but sellers again brought it down. So yeah, generally if the trend is bearish, we always wait for price to come to the bottom of the band. If the trend is bullish, price will go to the top of the band, then consolidate for some time, and then do a small pullback and again go further up. But if the trend is bearish, it will come all the way down, go a little bit up, and again it can drop. So
Yes,
yeah,
thank
if
you.
we based on the trend, if the trend is bearish, we wait for price to come all the way down, right? It will. So that's what, again, if this is confusing, here it is more clear where it will come and touch the trend line support. So you have the same T55 here now on the chart, price pulse chart also. So it will be more easy for you to understand how to read this chart. So basically here is going up, touching the trend line resistance, and again coming, touching the trend line support, again going up. So again, right, 3-4 candles green, some pullback candles. Again, it might try to go up, try to either go till here or go till here, and again drop. So if the trend is bearish on Sunday evening, then if it comes here, that's a perfect opportunity. You can make $500-$600 with the drop.
T55 being changed completely, Kishore, because earlier it was something different.
Right. Yeah, we changed because the earlier one was giving little, right? That was filtering a lot of filters and giving little late entry. So this one will give us, yeah, a much faster entry. So,
With ST and SC or anything.
right. This is fast entry. If you want to go long, this is a quicker entry. If you want a little slow entry, this is the slow entry. So,
What does
yeah,
fast entry mean, Kishore? Fast entry and slow entry?
that means if you want to go aggressively, you don't want to wait for more filter conditions to satisfy,
I
then
see.
that is fast entry. Slow
So
entry
like
means,
like
mean
taking like an
earlier?
early trade, like it's like
right, yeah,
taking
it is early trade. So here, why it touched the support, started the trend got changed from bearish to bullish. Immediately it is telling, okay, now you can go long. Here it tried to go above the T5 line, then it is telling that, okay, now T5, it also crossed the T5, T5 became green. Now you can go long. So it
What
is
about
doing more.
does it give exit, fast exit, or slow exit, something like that, or no?
Yeah, same exit also you'll get the same thing fast and yeah, you'll see the same.
Sure.
So
One more question. So momentum generally refers to the how quickly it's moving, right?
right.
So in that scenario, is the so momentum, the more number in the momentum, the faster the price is changing?
No, momentum is more like what is the buying strength or selling strength.
I
So
see.
if the momentum is above 50, it is just like RSI, right? Basically, it is above 50, that means there are more buyers in the market.
I
If it
see.
is below 50, there are more sellers in the market. So yeah, momentum
And Kishore,
basically if it is. Mhm.
one more question, sorry. On the money flow, I see that there is a like on the down and upward arrow. So does what does that signifies?
Yeah, basically that is telling that there is more. Yeah, there is less flow compared to last 1 2 minutes. There is less flow in 5 minutes. There is little bit, right. If you are looking in 5 minute chart, it is going little bit up. In 1 minute
Right.
chart, again it is going down.
I
So
see. I
it is
see.
only telling whether that flow is going up in the 5 minute or not. But basically we are mainly looking at the color. By looking at the color, if it is more red, that means you only focus on the sell signals.
And I know it doesn't seem like in the chart, but when we are trading, these candles are huge now, right? 5 minutes are like they're almost pulling like 20 points sometimes, 20, 30 points.
Right. Yeah, you can see, right, 17 points in within 15
Oh, so
minutes
that
there is the,
volatility is that reference to that how much
yeah, how much
from the
movement.
top to bottom in a candle?
Right. Yeah. On average, 17, it is moving 17 points in 5 minutes, which is very, yeah. In 1 hour, it is moving 60 points up and down. Generally, earlier it used to be for one day, it used to move 60
Yeah,
points
I
up
know.
or down. Now within one
Yeah.
hour, it is moving 60 in
I
one
think
day.
it will
It is moving.
continue until we have this tariff war settle down this way.
Right. Yeah.
So Kishore, do you
So,
have any option to set up alerts based on the table?
um, again, right, we have, so one alert you can do is this price pulse. You can go to price pulse. One is whenever it touch the trend line, right? Either at the bottom or top, you will get a notification that okay, now ES touches the trend line. Right at the bottom trend line or top trend line. If it touches the trend line and starts going up, you can, right. If it is bullish ticker, you can go long. If it is a bearish ticker, it touches the top trend line and start going down, you can go and take a short. Then you also have another alert. Right, break of trend line. Sometimes suddenly there can be a good news or something. If the trend line is breaking, that means suddenly there might be some major positive news, or then you can go long. That means it is a breakout. Generally, 80% of the time it will support this trend line resistance. It will go down, go up, come down, go up, come down, go up, come down. But suddenly, either the trend line is breaking down, then there can be a huge drop. Or if this trend line is breaking at the top and going up, there can be a huge bounce. That is also, so here it is in a channel, just moving up, coming down, moving up, coming down. But if suddenly China compromises or Trump compromises with tariffs or something, then suddenly it can be a positive news. So that's why 80% of the time when it comes, it will drop. But 20% of the time, if there is some major good news, this can break and go all the way. But again, you have sellers here, sellers here, sellers here. It may take another 1 2 days for trend to change to bullish. But you also have an alert. If the trend line breaks at the top or breaks at the bottom, you can set an alert. You can go and, right, if you have a premium plan, you can go. You can say add alert, price pulse. You can say that touch trend line. Whenever it touches a trend line at the bottom or top, you will receive a notification for any of these tickers. And whenever you receive a notification, you go and see, oh, this is bearish and it touches the here. So there is a high chance of coming down. Then you can buy the puts You can do the short, you can do the bear call spread, all those things, right? You have to wait when it touches, goes here. Is the green candle still continuing, or suddenly the green is you see a doji, or you see a hammer candle, or you see a trend, right? Green candle changing to red candle. That means again, right? It is right. It is basically following the trend, going up, coming down, going up, coming down. So that's what 80% of the time just it follows the trend.
Hi, Kishore Garu. Dinesh here. I have a question. So for the T3, T5, and the price pulse line, the bars, the location of the bars above or below, can you just kindly re-narrate the story on that, on those T3, T5, and the price pulse line, the bar locations?
I didn't get it. What do you mean by bar location?
So the bars are printing above the line, center of the line. I mean, or like see this green bar, red bar. These are some of them are above the lines, right? The T5, T3 lines, and then some of the bars go below, right?
Right.
The
So it is
the candle
basically like
symbol.
when price is below this line, it is like a sell signal. That means the trend is bearish. So here it went
Okay.
all the way up, touched the trend line resistance, started dropping. Then your T3 is telling, okay, now you short it. If the line, if the candle is above the green line, that means it is a bullish trend. So it came all the way to the bottom, touched the support, started going up. And when it started going up, T3 is telling, okay, now you can do a buy.
Okay. 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 Any of the three lines, right? The price pulse, T3 or T5 line, right? Any of the three lines.
Right. Yeah. Generally, your T3 will only check for the T3 line. So if you're using T3, then T3 will see, okay, price going above my line. So that means the trend became bullish. So here you can see it came all the way down, started going up. So that means it is time to buy. Again, price started dropping. Right? You
So
got
the
a
candle
doji.
move below, yeah.
Yeah, candle moved below. Then it is telling, okay, now you short it.
Okay.
So here, so right, it is all about the confluence. This is telling that, oh, it went touched the top and then started dropping. You got a sell, started dropping.
Okay. Can you start the price pulse also on this one and see? Let's see where the line lies here. Okay.
Yeah, whenever it is above the blue line, it is telling, oh, you go and buy. But you have to, right? Sometimes we think like, oh, here we have sellers. That's where we made some mistake Thursday, Friday. We thought it may go a little bit up. We held it. Suddenly it started dropping. So that's where this auto trend lines, right? Here we had a chart, but sometimes it is difficult to, from the chart, understand. So now here itself you have auto trend line, which will help you to tell that, oh, now you are at a resistance, right? It may not go all the, because you have in a 3 minute, 2 minute, you have some sell orders waiting here. So that's why we only look, we think like, oh, it may go till here. But because there are sellers waiting here, when price went there, suddenly those sellers are pushing because the trend is very bearish. Suddenly there are more sellers, they are pushing the price down.
Okay.
So these trend line, auto trend line will help you to come out, exit your long position at the right time. Or if you're not in a long position, if you know the trend is bearish, you can take the trades at the right time and you can enter short trades at the right time and make nice profits. So again, just to summarize, step number one, always look at the table, right? Price pulse table will give you what is the trend. If it is mainly red, only wait for the sell signals. If it is mainly green, only look for buy signal. If it is mix of both, then identify some other ticker. There will be some
Okay.
either ES or NQ or GC, silver, platinum, copper, something or other will be completely red or completely green. All we need is that one ticker, and just you focus on the ticker. You can make $1,000, $2,000 every day with each prop account. So once
Fantastic.
you identify that, then just go right. If it is bullish, wait for price to come to the bottom or wait for price to touch your price pulse line, then it will keep going up. Again, it will come to the price pulse line, again it will keep going up. So we can keep on taking the long positions, and you can exit, take the profits at the right time.
Okay.
It will go all
Kishore?
the way. Yeah,
Okay, thank you, Kishore Garu.
sure.
Yeah, Kishore, Garu, I have a question. So these trend lines, I guess, the higher time frame have a better preference, right? Better clarity.
Yeah,
Like
you can
let's say if
always
I'm
go
using
to
1 minute versus 5 minutes, right? I think trend line
right,
also is, yeah. Because
right,
1 minute, I think it's going haywire versus five
right.
minutes is
Because
much
in
more.
1 minute there'll be a lot of noise, right? So better
Yeah.
you use 5 minutes, right? In this way you can use. So for example, now it came all the way here and it started going up.
Mm.
Or let us say it came all the way to the top. Now you know that in 5 minutes you are at a resistance. You see a red candle. It came all the way here. You see a red candle. That means okay, it is supporting the trend line resistance. Here also it went all the way to the top. You see that here also in T5, T55, you are at the top. So now you can, if you want, you can go to 1 minute and you can scalp shorts. You can take more and more short trades. Or you just take a right, you go to order tab. Right. For example, you are in this scenario. Let us say you take
But I mean, to really look at the trend line, it's if you do in the reply mode, it's actually will show you how it is forming in the reply mode. I mean, right now, since the trend is already formed, it looks perfect. But when the trend is forming, it looks little different. Like sometimes the price is going over the trend lines above or below, and then the trend line is changing. Which is, I mean, in T5, sorry, in 5 minute it is good, but in 1 minute, I think it is little difficult to follow. But my question actually was, uh, so
okay.
do we have any indicator? Sorry, do we have an
Mhm.
so where I'm actually, I mean, if the trend is clear, it is good. It is working out for me. But what's happening is like I'm unable to recognize when the trend is changing or when it is, like choppy. You know what I mean? Like it's going nowhere, neither up or neither down. It's just
That's right.
playing
Well,
around.
if the strength is less than 20, better you avoid that ticker, that instrument. That means there
Okay,
is no strength in the trend. Suddenly it can become bullish, it can become bearish. It is a choppy ticker. But if the
okay,
strength is strong, that shows you that in 1 hour it is 60 plus. In daily it is 35 plus. In 15 minutes it is 37 plus. That means the bears are very strong in all higher time frames. That means you can, yeah, if you take when it comes to the trend line resistance or when it goes all the way to the top, you see from blue suddenly turning to orange. It came all the way from the bottom, went to the top, started turning red. Then you can just go here, trade, go to order tab, go to sell. You put some profit 40 ticks or 100 ticks, 120 ticks, stop loss some 40 ticks. Then you just do a sell. The trend is bearish. It went to the top. This went to the top. Now you just do a say if you are not able to quickly scalp in 1 minute or something, just you go and do one trade. Now your risk is minimal. If it breaks, maximum your loss is 100 200. But if it because it came all the way to the top, it started dropping. It came all the way to the top. You see sellers. There is a trend is completely bearish. Trend strength is strong. You will make 500 600 profit if it drops as expected.
Kishore, in that example, right, as a follow-up, so the PP cell is showing after after 4 bars, right?
Right.
But the trend that the resistance has reached at the top already, right? Before the PP cell showed up. So should we go ahead and take the trend, the cell confidently at that time without waiting for PP cell?
Right. If the trend is bearish, whenever it touches it, so that's where your T33, T8, they give much early signals than the price pulse. We can take well in advance.
Okay.
right, or your top trend. They give you much faster, right? Price pulse will wait until price goes below that line. But if we know the trend is bearish, it touches the trend line resistance, then immediately we can enter the short signal.
Sure. One question: if the price is reached, if the table is green and price has reached the top of the band, but still the table will show most of green, although price has started falling. So at that time, at the top of the band, should we follow the table or like how?
Yeah, again, right? You want to stay with the trend. If the trend is bullish, don't take the short trades. That's okay. Let it drop. Once it drops, once you get the confirmation 1,515 become bearish, then you take the trades. Right? You may miss some initial, but it will prevent a lot of false signals.
Or even if it's bullish and if it's reached the top of the band, better not to take a short because it's bullish, huh?
Right, because always it can go further up, right? It may only do a small pullback. That's where, right, most of the time, that's where most of the mistakes happen, right? So, for example, let us say it goes all the way to the premium, and sometimes it may just do a small drop, or it may go just below the price pulse line and starts going up again if the trend is bullish.
So at
So,
that time, watch for whether it's breaking the premium or going below. Just you watch for a few minutes, huh?
right, that's why, right, if you follow this guideline, you will not blow, right? You will not take risk. That is a low risk strategy. If your 1,515 is red, focus only on the sell signals. If 1,515 is green, focus only on the buy signals. Don't complicate anymore. Just to focus these three, right? As long as these three are red, only take the sell. If these three are green, only take the buy.
But and every time I'll keep the chart open for 1 minute, right? I don't need to go to 5 minutes if I'm doing that in the 7 to 9 CST in the evening.
Right. Yeah. If you have this table, it is like, yeah, you have multiple charts open. So just to, yeah, you watch. If you have a clear trend or clear direction by looking at the table, then you don't need to open all different charts. So
And,
if you have a clear red or clear green, then yeah, in 1 minute, if you have all clear green, in 1 minute, whenever your T5 is green, you can go long.
and PP sell and PP buy alert, should I keep it in 1 minute now, Kishore?
That will be too much noise.
Yeah.
You
It
get
will get.
too many signals, but again, right, all your 5 minutes or by looking at the table, you understand the trend. And then you don't need too many notice, right? You see if your T5 line in 1 minute is green, if it is bullish, if your T5 is green, you keep taking the long trades. Whenever it is coming to the T5 line, go long. Again, it goes up, take profit. Again, it comes to T5 line, go long. You keep on doing that. Whenever it breaks the T5 line, your T5 become red, then you just close the trade. Again, wait for price to go above the T5 line.
So
And
it's
right
Try
now,
not.
no more alerts. Better to scalp it, right? Look at the charts rather than waiting for alerts.
Yeah, that's what I gave you two different ways. One is if the trend is bearish, it went all the way to the top. You got a T3 or top trend sell signal, T33 sell signal. You can just go to this right order tab. You do a sell. You put take profit some 100 ticks, stop loss 40 ticks. You do a sell, right? If you are having problem in scalping, then you just do this. So you are taking a 1:2:1 risk reward. So 90% because the overall trend is bearish, it went to the top, definitely it will come all the way to the bottom. You will easily make nice profits without too much of stress or without too much of taking too many trades. You will make nice profits. If it breaks it, then you have a stop loss. So that is one way, right? You are just in the 5 minutes. You are not moving away from the 5 minutes. It came all the way to the top. Then it touches the trend line resistance. Then the green candles are turning to red candles, right? Even though your price pulse may give sell signal little later, but your T33 or your T3 or top trend, T8, everything will give you much faster immediately when trend starts changing from bullish to bearish, immediately they are giving sell. Here you got it went to the top, started dropping. Here it went to the top, started dropping. Here it went to the top, touching the trend line at the top, started dropping. So you can just take a sell signal and you hold the trade until it comes to the bottom. That is one way. Or, okay, now you saw a sell signal, go to 1 minute. Whenever, again, use that 1 minute, 5 minute strategy. So in 5 minutes, we have sell. So where price will, right, whenever price you see a green candle, you go long. Again, it goes up. So again, if
And
it is a sell signal, whenever you see a green, you can enter short one more time. Again, you see a green, you enter short again. So again, you see a green, you enter short again until your 5 minutes keeps going all the way to your target. You can keep repeating the same thing. So you have two ways. If you are a scalper, go to 1 minute and take the trades. If you are not a scalper, you are having problems scalping and not able to enter exit, then just take a trade and wait for next half an hour, 45 minutes, and you will make nice profits with the less stress.
and right now, yes, is mostly they are mostly following 15 minute. So even 5 minutes is like a little bit. So if you really want to be absolutely sure, just use the 15 minute because they are using a lot of like 15 minute is closely being actually followed.
Okay, thank you.
Right, yeah, that's why we are watching that 1,515 in the table. If you are 1,515 are bearish, then you only look for the sell signals. So yeah, yeah, I think right, this will help you. So again, when we do the live trades, you will understand much better.
One more
But I
question,
want,
Kishore.
yeah.
T55, you were I didn't understand those dots. You were talking about the squeeze. I didn't really get that.
Right, basically that means it is in a consolidation or it is more like, right, for example, whenever price goes to the bottom, you see that means there is some little choppiness there. Sellers are trying to bring it down, buyers are trying to take it up. Whenever that it is like a breakout. So it
I
is in
see.
a range now. When that breakout breaks, then it will go up.
So the dots are just basically indication that it is consolidating at that level.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Here it is
Okay.
consolidating. Whenever
I
that
see.
dot disappears, then immediately you will see a breakout.
So it will happen on the top too. So it will when we will see
That is right. Yeah.
console. Okay. Yep. Makes sense. Okay. Okay.
Here you can see some consolidation. Then again, there is a
And
range
Kishore,
breakdown.
what are these brown and green lines are?
It is like top of the channel, bottom of the channel. It is
No,
like
I'm sorry. These vertical lines. You see that, right? This is a brown. There's a blue, and then on the right
this
there's
is like an entry for long position. Here is
ah,
an
I see. I see.
entry for short position.
Oh, that's good.
So this is
And Kishore, one more thing. I don't see the I see the FESE for the entries, but I don't see on the T55 exits. Like I don't see the short of like on the how on the bottom we are getting the entry for FESC, but I don't see the top anywhere. Um,
Yeah. Only we see FESC, Kishore. We don't see sell at the top or sell at the
yeah,
sell.
okay. Yeah. Maybe
Or,
I'll make a change and update. Yeah.
not a big deal, but just wanted to point something.
Right, right, yeah. But yeah, mainly this one is mainly for us to indicate one is the squeeze. Second is where it is touching the top. If it is going above the band, then definitely there will be a drop. Or whenever it is going below the band, it will go up.
So,
So
so Kishore, Garu, this is the vertical bar are three different colors, right? One is green, one is purple, and one is this one, the light green, dark green. That fast entry, slow entry, got that. But if you go purple bar also, I saw purple and brown bar. Did I see? If
yeah,
you go
basically that is for the cell signal, but you are not getting a. So yeah, here there is a
this
cell signal.
purple bar.
This also is an entry, but it is not a confirmed buy. Then there is
And this is a brown bar. This
Yeah,
one.
this is a sell signal basically. If
Okay.
the triangle is towards the downside, right, it went all the way to the top of the band,
Got it.
then
Okay.
it started dropping.
What are those dots, Kishore, on them on the
That is like squeeze. So it is in a consolidation. It consolidating sometime, right? Whenever it goes all the way up, then buyers are trying to take it further up, sellers trying to bring it down. Finally, sellers took the control. So whenever you see the dots, that means both buyers and sellers are fighting. Finally, sellers took the control and they brought it all the way down.
I think this is what I was looking for, Kishore. I think this is where I kind of buy and sell at stop loss, again sell and buy at stop loss, because it keeps going up and down choppy without any direction, right? I was not able to make out until after the fact that, yeah, oh, this whole 10-15 minutes was just choppy. You know what I mean? Yeah, I think this will
Right.
help.
When these dots are there, we should not trade. When the dots disappear, that is where it will tell that, okay, now good time to, right? The squeeze got released.
Right,
You
exactly.
are at the top, so this is the best opportunity. Easily you'll make nice profits. So this triangle represents the squeeze at the top is done. Now it will drop.
What is the Kishore SE one? SE? FE?
Slow entry, fast entry. FE means fast entry, SE means slow entry.
Yeah, these are really good. Like the dots, I think is good.
Right. Yeah. These dots will help you a lot. Whenever the squeeze releases, then there will be a nice move upside or downside. So whenever these dots are there, we should not take the trades. When the dots gets released, that is where we should enter.
So should we follow FE, SE or that blue triangle?
So again, we follow the confluence, but basically you will get a right if you go and watch here. At the same time,
The slow entry means like if we miss the first entry, then we can go for the second entry like that. Slow entry means.
right, yeah. So here it came all the way up to the top. Then there is a major resistance. So there was some consolidation for some time, and then there was a huge drop. So sometimes because T5, right, when it is at the bottom, you don't know whether to go long or short. So that is where your T55 or your auto trend lines will help you to understand whether which direction you have to go. This table plus T55. So in normal days, T5 will help you best, right? If it is at the top, you know it will drop. Or whenever it is at the bottom, you know it will go up. But sometimes the sell off is so much that it tries to go up, again drops. Again tries to go up, again drops. Tries to go up, again some bounce, again drop. So sometimes when it is somewhere here, that is where your T55 and your these these ones will help you. Auto support, auto trend lines, the table. Those will help you to determine which direction, which trades you have to take. In that way, yeah, these three things will help you best to. So one is your price pulse T5, T55. So I hope everyone is clear with the price pulse changes, right? The table will give you the direction. By looking at the table, you know you have to take long or short, or you have to ignore the ticker. If it is mix of red, green, red, green, red, green, the better you ignore it. If you see completely red, completely green, they are the best tickers for the day. Once you identify that, then second step is if it is bullish, wait for the bottoms or wait for any buy signal. Whenever you get a buy signal with price pulse or T3, top trend or whichever, right? Whatever it is, T55, T5, any buy signal is a great opportunity. If you can get early, close to the trend line support, that is much better. You can make more profits. If it is bearish, you wait for the top, or you wait for the sell signals. You wait for this to go to the top and start dropping. Whenever you see orange, whenever you see red candles, that is the best time you take the short trades. So yeah, if we right tomorrow in the live session, you can yeah, you'll understand much better.
One thing, thing. This the trading view, is it possible for you to export the watch list and share, because there you have a lot of good stocks and stuff there.
Yeah, I already shared it multiple times.
Okay. Yeah, I think, yeah,
Yeah, I'm sharing.
sure. Thank you.
I'm sharing one more time in the. I will post it in the premium channel.
Thank
Kishore garu, you said in 15 minutes we can do MNQs, right? Can you let us know when we can average it if it is going in other direction? And usually each candle is very big, right? In the 15 minutes. So how much loss we can? Is it okay? When to exit if we are losing trade in a losing trade?
So again, with MNQs, with two MNQs, three MNQs, it is okay to use 15 minutes, because within 5 minutes itself, the candles are nearly 50, 60 points now with the volatility, right? Especially with NQ. So, so that's what, right? Again, you wait. If you use the auto trend lines, or you can wait for price to go to the trend line top. When you are at the trend line top, you take something. For example, trend line gets moved a little bit, and then you can add one or two more contracts, or you add one more MNQ like that. But
Yeah, but my question is is it okay for the prop firms, because each candle can be very big amount, right? So if I enter it based on the 15 minutes for MNQ, let's say for one MNQ or two MNQs, I can go completely minus 500 or minus 1000 and I'll even trade, right? If I wait for the confluence to come to the way which we are expecting, is it okay to still hold in the loss or?
no, if you are getting it, if you are entering after looking at all the confluence, you can hold
Okay.
it. Yeah, if you have some two MNQs, you are entering after looking at the confluence. Okay, now trend is bearish. It went all the way to the top. You see a green candle to red candle changing. Then you take a trade. Then yeah, you can hold the trade.
Okay. I'll try it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, Garu, I have a question on connecting on the multiple tabs. When you are live, you're doing your data is all live in all the tabs. And so, but like these prop firms, some of them are trader weight. So it's saying that you cannot connect to the same, like Elite Trader versus Apex, Apex. So I cannot connect to both of them through even different tabs. What is the way around it?
No, you have right. For example, here I connected to trader weight to take profit trader or something. Then you do a duplicate tab, and you can connect to Ninja Trader, and you can give one more prop firm. Right? It can be a rhythmic, it can be trader weight, because Ninja Trader bought trader weight, so the same things will work. So here you can go and connect to Ninja Trader.
Okay. So, okay, even though, okay, got it.
So now you can connect to another prop firm.
I
If you
think
want, you
sure.
can.
I tried to go to Ninja Trader to enable it, like how we do for TraderVate, but it doesn't like it just takes me to a dashboard, but doesn't take me anywhere. I don't know what's going wrong with that. And I think you have to pay money for them to be able to trade on TradingView.
No, I don't think so.
No. Well, I tried to go to Ninja Trader to activate. Sorry, to connect it. It tells me to how it tells you in TraderVate to go and enable the add-ons
Yeah,
for.
mm, so which account you are trying? Again, you don't need to connect to Rhythmic account. You can go to You can use any Apex trader weight or Elite trader fund trader weight, any other.
No, trader I'm fine, but I was trying to think like how you're trying to connect Ninja Trader, right? So
Yeah,
I was
even though
trying
you
to.
connect to Ninja Trader, what I'm saying is you can give another prop firm account there, another trader weight account there.
I see. Okay.
So here I am connecting to Take Profit Trader. There I am connecting to Apex or Elite trader fund.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to connect Bullknot, which is a Ninja. I was trying to connect.
Bullknots may not work fine. Rhythmic may not work fine because trader weight has integration with Rhythmic or with the trading view. So you try to connect any other. So for example, if you have these major events, you want to take trades on both sides, different sides.
Right.
Right? You make Apex Trader Weight as 1 liter account. You make Take Profit Trader or Elite Trader Fund as 1 liter account. You take NQ here in long and you take NQ in a short. That is where this will help you.
Okay.
Right. Yeah, but basically, yeah, that's what everyone. So the summary is this will help you to one is when to short. Second thing is when to take the if the trend is bearish, you can wait until all the way it comes to the support. If the trend is bullish, you can wait until it goes all the way to the resistance to take your. So you can take more profits. You can hold and you can take more profits. And you can exit at the right time. You don't need to, right? Sometimes we think it may go further up. Suddenly it drops and you lose profits in the hand. Second thing is this one. Now you have momentum, money flow, trend, strength, everything at one place. So by looking at this, you can understand what is the trend, which side of the direction, which direction you need to take the trades, and just be on the direction. Avoid the other side because yeah, unless you are a very fast scalper, you can because the right even though you may get a buy signal, suddenly by the time you enter, immediately it starts dropping. So you'll be holding the trade for longer time and you may lose the accounts. So these two changes, if you practice again when you watch live session, when we do live tomorrow, I'll explain so that you can understand much better. But today, just yeah, try to think about it or try to sink in.
This is
So
also working in the reply mode, Kishore Garu, in Trading View. So, I mean, including the latest changes, right? You can go to any date and practice just an
that is
FI.
right, right. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's good. So yeah, that's it, everyone. So again, if we right practice, there is a lot of money to be made. You see some members making 10,000, 10,000, right? If you have 3, 4 accounts, they are making 30,000, 40,000 in one day, right? Again, yeah, all we need to is understand the trend, then follow the trend and take the trades in the direction. Then it is easy, right? But yeah, it takes some practice. But once you do it, you'll be very successful.
Well, thank you, Kishore Garu. Very grateful for all your help. Thank you.
Sure, sure, no problem. Yeah, thanks everyone. I'll talk to you tomorrow. And also, right, this new earning season is starting this week. So yeah, if anyone is interested, we can have another fund or something if you are having trouble making profits. Yeah, but yeah, we can have a separate session on that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please, please. Yeah, that would be wonderful, So yeah, please. Thank you.
Kishore Garu,
Yeah,
actually we already invested in the fund too. So if we want to continue, we just has to continue like that, or how is it?
yeah. Basically, you can continue in the same way. Yeah,
Okay, okay. But if we want to withdraw only the profits, you will share
you,
only the
you
profit.
can take right.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah.
And Kishore, one question: if the squeeze or the consolidation is breaking, what is the alarm? What alert is that for that in T5?
I'm fixing the yeah. I created some alert on that, but I need to fix that. That alert is coming little early, so I need to make a change for that.
Okay, but that will come only in T5, not in price pulse, right?
Yeah, that will come in T55.
T55. Okay.
T55 is where you have the squeeze. Yeah,
But that
whenever that's the squeeze is happening, we should not enter. Whenever that squeeze gets released, that is where we need to enter the trade.
Like I have an indicator T5, I don't have T55. Can I imagine that squeeze equivalent to in T5, sometimes red dot coming, sometimes green dot, red dot, green dot. That's equivalent to the squeeze?
Yeah, yeah, it is more like that, yeah.
Okay.
Or sometimes the lines are very, very close here, right? That means there is no proper direction. It is neither, even though it shows green, but if the lines are so close, that
It can
means,
change.
yeah, it can change suddenly, or both buyers and sellers are both equal in number. Buyers are more, then it will become green, there will be nice gap. Sellers are more, then there will be nice gap. But if the lines are so close, that means it is in a squeeze now.
And in this whole chart, Kishore, where do I see the buyer number and seller number? How it looks like? Does it show in this chart also?
Here, if you see the bearish strength, that means the sellers are very huge.
The strength, which trend strength?
Right. If the trend is bearish and the strength is green, that means bears are, you have huge number of sellers in the market.
Okay, okay. Good. Thank you, Kishore.
Yeah. Okay, everyone. Good night and have a nice rest of the weekend. And yeah, tomorrow evening, right in the live session, I'll
When can,
explain.
one last question, when can we expect that spy fund call, Kishore, to this week or next?
Tomorrow, yeah, tomorrow we'll have it.
Okay,
Right.
I just want to know the
Yeah,
details.
with SPX, we took some losses, right, with the sudden volatility, but earnings is going good. Most of the 80%, 85% we are making gains with earnings. So yeah, mostly we'll do earnings fund.
Okay.
Yeah. Because once volatility settles down, it is easy to make money with SPX. But when volatility is too high, suddenly it goes up, suddenly it drops. Sometimes you cannot predict, right? We may expect that it may
And
drop.
what is the minimum and maximum we can go with?
The minimum is 25, max
Oh,
is
okay.
50K per hit.
Okay, I'll ask questions in that session. So just to briefly, so if we have losses, we will get the losses. If we have gains, we will get the gain. That's what the
There are
process
two
is.
ways. Yeah, one way is you get a guaranteed 2% interest rate per month.
Oh, guaranteed 2%. Okay.
That means for 3 months, 6% guaranteed. That is
Okay.
more like an interest, right?
Yeah, I understand.
Whereas the other approach is we make 75-25, whatever profits we make, it is 75-25.
So 25 for us, 75 for you, okay?
No, 75% profits for you, 25 to company. Yeah.
And same goes for the losses as well.
Right.
Okay.
Kishore, I
Thank
sent a text message for the refund. Okay, I think 349, but it has been more than 10 plus days been passed.
Yeah, I'll check into that.
Yep, yeah. I just sent a private message on Zoom.
Sure, I'll check it and let you know.
Yeah, thank you.
Sure.
Sure.
Would you be able to host a session on the ninja strategies only? Because I have a friend or two who don't wanna trade themselves, but they are interested in automated trading. And I know we have like 7, 8 strategies. If you could, I was trying to find the documentation on it, I couldn't find it. And is there a recorded session where these algos, like we have recorded like some entries when they run like in the previous performance or past performances?
Yeah, there are videos. I'll share them with you.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Yeah. Okay, everyone. Then yeah, talk to you tomorrow. Have a nice rest of the weekend. Bye, everyone.
Kishore garu, can you share this video?
Yeah, I'll share it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure.